All right, YouTube. Crazy one. I wanted to clarify my thoughts about God, but let's be honest, I can't clarify shit. So I'm just going to rant about God and ETs and whatever else I get to. Okay, so I'll try to start with God, with creationism versus the Big Bang, science. Okay, so creationism says that 6,000 years ago, roughly. Crazy that there's people out there, what do they call them, young Christians or something? I don't know, or young earthers, I don't know. They believe that the world is literally 6,000 years old and that people live with dinosaurs and shit. But anyway, so 6,000 years ago, the earth was made or something like that, and yeah, God, the wizard in the sky, pop, there's an alien. Or, I mean, there's a human, there's a black guy, there's an Asian, there's some trees, there's this and that, whatever. Well, apparently it was just Adam and Eve, which would have been like completely incest if they had a family line, because like brother and sister would have either had to fuck each other or the mom or the dad. I don't know, it's weird. I'm sorry if this offends you, and it probably does if you're a Christian. Um, I'm making light of it, um, but yeah, I'm sorry about that. Anyways, so then we have the Big Bang, which basically says that depending on how far back you subscribe to this, um, but generally it says that all the energy in either a previous universe or something, combined, condensed down into one point so tightly that it then exploded on itself and sent everything out everywhere in an equal fashion. Um, okay, so yeah, it either happened because the wizard popped it all into existence, or because the universe is just a fucking giant magnet. Um, Now, my beliefs, I combine the two, and I think a lot of other people believe the same. Um, so, so what I believe, or what we believe, is that God is real. People and the spiritual community call it a bunch of different shit because they're like afraid to say the word God because it brings so much negative connotation. Like, as soon as I start talking about God with somebody, they're like, whoa, 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 brother, I don't believe in that crazy shit. I'm like, just shut up and fucking listen, okay? So then you call it source, and then people are all on board. But anyway, um, so what I believe is that this Big Bang event actually it was God itself, okay? Um, so God was never a person. He was never a man. He's not even a fucking he. It's just an energy source. It is the energy of our universe. So, people talk about energy. This is what they're talking about. All of this energy, it has so many different names, but people are talking about the same thing essentially. People talk about prana, or they talk about chi, or they talk about life force. The fucking orgone people talk about orgone energy. It's all the same thing though. It's all the same energy. It has the same expression. The way people use magic, in paganism and everything, they're drawing on the same source. The different ways in which they do it doesn't really matter. All it matters is that they believe whatever they are. If they're doing a ritual, that they actually believe that it's going to work. Or if they have a fucking crystal, they believe that that has the energy. Because it doesn't come from these things. We channel it. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. So this energy, though, is literally God. The Big Bang happened because God, or Source, it's like, I explained this in a previous video. It's like the movie, I think it's called Lucy or something. The one where her brain kept getting more and more synced up, and she could use 50% and 75% of her brain and 100% of her brain. It's like that. So imagine this being is all knowing, literally knows everything or has access to everything. Now, if you were that way, you'd be fucking going crazy in your head, just thinking all the time, figuring shit out. Stuff would be coming to you without even thinking about it. So, the point of this experience, there was too much. There was too much to explore, and this energy didn't have the fucking capability to do so. So, the Big Bang happened, which was fucking God, and it split itself. It sent energy patterns out everywhere, just like the Big Bang explains, except it wasn't random. There's little subgroups of the same energy. So maybe every different galaxy or something has its own little blueprint, its own energy, which came from the primordial energy, which is literally the same thing. I mean, it's like two parts of the same brain. They can communicate together and whatnot. So they sent this energy out, it created all the galaxies and shit like that. And it's so crazy, I know. But so this happened. So every galaxy, star system, whatever has its own singular blueprint or energy, but it all ties back to the beginning. That's why they say, God is in all of us, though, because that energy is in every single fucking thing ever. It's in this phone. It's in this fucking can of NOS right here. The webcam, every biological being, the grass, everything. So when they say that God's within all of us, the reason that we are here, that everything is here, so this energy, God, which was so knows everything or potentially knows everything, could actually experience life in all facets possible. So we're here experiencing life, as human beings, obviously. And we have so much discord. Most people don't even believe in God. It's crazy. But we are here experiencing life. So there is no good or bad, though. There's nothing you can do wrong because it's just an experience. It's kind of selfish when you think about it. Like, damn, dude, I'm living this terrible fucking life and paying bills and working my ass off, so you can know some shit. What the fuck, And you would think after so many years, we've been through the same shit over and over so long, dude, alright, you got it, right? Humans fucking suck. Let's move on. Let's, wipe this earth away and, do something cool next time, This place sucks. But so yeah. Now, I told you to talk about ETs, aliens, and whatnot. I don't believe that aliens are any different than we are. They're not like some other beings, because we're all connected. We are all connected through this one energy. If it wasn't there, we wouldn't be alive. It's gravity, it's everything. But so these other beings that are out there, though, they've been through the same shit that we have. They're doing the same thing that we are. They just look different because their atmospheric conditions are different. On their planet, they might have more dense gravity or less dense gravity, so they're taller or shorter. They are more advanced. They've been living for longer. They've been evolving for longer. Yeah, definitely evolution for sure. There's no difference between evolution and spirituality or, religion. There's a difference because religion is completely fucked up and fake and made, is a fucking political structure, basically, but whatever. Anyways, I fucking forgot what I was talking about. Something about aliens. I don't know, let me pause this real quick. Alright, I'm back. I have no idea where I was going, but anyways, maybe I'll figure it out in editing and put something in, who knows. But, so what's the point? Where are we going? Where did we come from? I can't tell you where we come from. I mean, I could try to. and I actually have an idea of how all that worked out, but it'd be way too long of a video right now. So what is the point? What's the next step, though? I don't think that Earth's just going to go on for fucking billions of years with us doing the same goddamn thing over and over again, just like getting into wars and kicking people's ass and getting our ass kicked and dying and, another Black Plague or something and an Ice Age. No way. So, what I believe right now that we are on the cusp of change, though, that we're moving into a new paradigm of sorts. We're our so it has to do with this energy, right? We've moved into a new part of the galaxy. We're basically supposed to be upgraded. Now, there is a lot of solar events that happen, and there's been a lot of news in the last, 2, 3, 4, 5 years about solar flares and shit like that, and solar events. Now, you may know about what I'm already talking about. If you do, awesome, I love you. But so the sun is basically like the guardian of our solar system right here. It's a small part. It's the same expression, but a smaller part of the bigger energy of God. So when these things happen, though, it's like there's information that's sent through. First, let me explain something really crazy. The sun, I believe, is possibly a fucking portal where you can pop out from our sun to other suns and shit. If you think about it, we think about wormholes because they're so dense that they can manipulate the fabric of space. The sun's density is fucking massive, which may possibly lead to the core of the Earth also being, but I don't know about that. I've never heard about it, but the sun for sure. I think if you have the right technology, maybe anti-gravity or something, there's these ships out there that these other beings use, and possibly Earth factions use, that they manipulate time-space. So there's no like wind, there's no wind or anything to deal with. No, no G's, no gravitational forces on it. So in theory, that thing could penetrate through the sun's corona and to the densest part of the sun, and there's so much energy there that it moves through time-space, possibly. But that was an aside. So yeah, the sun, though, it translates these different energetic patterns, these different blueprints, and right now, I think that the sun is doing the same. It's getting this energy, which is translated through our central sun, they call it. It's the middle of our galaxy, the black hole, which comes from God itself. And yeah, I think that we're moving into a new paradigm, a new era, though, where all this negativity won't exist. If you look up The Shift on YouTube, you can read a shitload about it, or watch, whatever. There's a lot of people writing about it. It seems to be an idea that popped up. Actually, they talked about it. I talk about the Law of One a lot, but they talk about it in the Law of One, and I find that to be a really credible text. If you listen to researchers, there's possibilities that they were referencing this time in the Bibles, in all the holy books and everything, and even farther back. But I don't have that information on hand right now, and I'm not going to go searching for it to link it, so you can look up The Shift, and it'll take you on a crazy string of videos and articles and whatnot. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm going to try to put out some more videos clarifying my thoughts. I might need a syllabus. I might need to structure what I'm saying a little bit more, but I just like to rant, so that's what I'm doing for now. All right.